I am happy to have you.
That's great to be here.
How you doing, my friend?
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. So
Yes.
we're just going to jump right in. Before we get started, you kind of want to show everyone and talk about, you know, who you are and where you're located and show them the shop a little bit?
Absolutely, absolutely. So my name is Tony Bahu from Yonutz, and I moved down to South Florida a couple short years ago, and we've been in the donut and ice cream business, and we really, really wanted to stay in the donut and ice cream business. We came from Michigan originally, and so we ended up doing a Yonutz takeover. We rebranded, redeveloped the entire concept, and what was funny was when I first came down here, I had a lot of people saying, well, how are you going to compete with this one and with that one and with, you know, and they were naming all these concepts. And I said, you know what? So I'm really not going to compete. I'm going to try to create something so over the top that it's going to be just something so different. And so we ended up creating the Smash Donut. Beth, you're familiar with.
Too many,
yes,
I'm afraid, yes. Tony.
And so we created our Smash Donut. We take a donut, cut it in half, put a scoop of ice cream, hot press it, put a bunch of toppings on it, and that was the start of it all. We ended up winning Dessert Wars, and we ended up winning it twice now. We're the only brand to ever do that. And we were featured on CNN. We had we were voted best dessert shop in South Florida. Yeah, so it's been awesome. So this is Yonutz right here. I'll give you a little walk around. We're opening at noon today, so I don't have that beautiful spread of donuts yet, but this is it, and this is where the magic happens.
Oh, fabulous. So, and tell them where you're located in South Florida.
So we are in Sunrise, right in front of IKEA, and we're right between Chipotle and Starbucks. Really easy to find.
Okay. And do you have any other locations, or is this like the prototype? Tell us a little bit about what your plans. And you may want to, I know you have a big announcement. Is it?
Yes.
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 This is pretty, appropriate of an interview today. What do you think?
Right. Perfect day. So yeah.
And my audience are leasing peeps.
Oh, nice. Awesome. Yeah. So ever since coming down here, really the goal was to grow and develop a brand, a concept. It wasn't really about one shop. It was really about how do we take something and create something really over the top and outrageous and fun that we can really just take across the country. And what was awesome was we created a franchise a few months ago, and we've been talked to and approached by a lot of people about doing some kind of business with the franchise. And what's amazing was we recently, and when I say recently, like within the last 24 hours, just partnered with the original shark from Shark Tank to franchise the brand across the country, and it is just so amazing. We're so excited. So
and that's Kevin Harrington, awesome. Right? Kevin
Harrington, you got it. Yes.
So you don't know this. We are in talks. So you referenced that you won the best dessert of South Florida.
Yes.
And you won that at a little event I have something to do.
Right.
Called the South Florida Independent Retailers Awards, right?
Yeah.
And guess what? For our hopefully September 24th event, we have been in talks with Kevin to be the keynote speaker.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Yeah. Well, he will be now if I have anything to say about it. No, he is awesome. I mean, it's been wonderful. Their franchising group is incredible. They're such an amazing team, and they're so just really, really nice, genuinely great people. And I'm telling you, we've been approached, been asked by a lot of people to do a lot of things, but they were just so sweet, just awesome. So we're so excited.
Okay, so can we take a little step back?
Yes.
Okay, so first of all, your family's, everyone's safe and healthy.
Yes, thank God.
Okay, good. So were you an entrepreneur when you were little?
So when I was little, I think I got bit by the entrepreneur bug probably around 17. Now my son got it like really early, but for me, I think I was around 17, because I was really set on going to medical school and going to this path. And I was all about studying and, working hard and good grades. And then I just went to this seminar, and it was about entrepreneurialism. And I just said, there's a different way to do this. I'm down. And so that was it.
Who led the seminar?
So it wasn't one of those seminars. It was actually one of those, believe it or not, it was a network marketing thing.
Gotcha.
where
Gotcha.
they talked about this is America and this is the land of opportunity. And to me, I was just thinking one way. And so when that was opened up to me, it just was amazing.
Awesome. And then were your parents entrepreneurs?
They actually were. They started a small business when I just got into high school. And back then it was, you got to go to work. You need to go, so back then it was more of a punishment. So, yeah.
Awesome. So can you tell us, do you have a specific customer or is it across the board?
I'm going to tell you something amazing that even I wasn't aware of till I started this franchising thing was over 200 million Americans had a donut last year. So, I mean, it's just incredible. We have such a wide array of audiences and in general, it's families that have small kids, but I mean, we get the big kids, the little kids, the adults, we get it all.
And what are your hours?
So during this quarantine, we are opening Tuesday through Friday, 2 to 8, and then Saturday and Sunday, 12 to 8.
And then not during COVID.
So typically we're opening till 9 at night. We open early in the morning. We're going to shift our hours a little bit until we can get in the groove. But typically we're open around 7 a.m. till about 9:30 p.m.
So you open at 7 a.m. and you do the donut thing. Do people get the ice cream on the donuts in the morning or no?
No, it's like alcohol, not before noon.
Okay. Okay, so you open for the donut people. And then what happens like from 9:30 to 3? Like, do people come in and have them for lunch or like what?
So, yeah. So, it's funny because the cool thing, and I'm glad you asked that question. The really neat thing is it's donuts and it's ice cream. So you can really have an audience all the time. So we get, we do get the ice cream people that come early. We do actually get people who do smash donuts early. We got milkshake people. So it's all sorts of things that, there's a lot of times we have people getting off their shifts around 7 or 8. In the morning or 9 in the morning, and they'll come have a smashed donut because it's it's evening to them.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm getting a ton of questions about back to Kevin and the franchising. So
sure.
What are your plans? Like how many are you going to open, or is it all going to be franchise? Or are you going to do corporate stores too? Do you know yet?
What was awesome? Well, we're still in the midst of formulating plans, but what was amazing about their group was, when they approached, they said, listen, there's the partner to Kevin is Dan Olson. And this guy is a franchising genius. He's had many, many years. He's created hundreds of brands and the brain behind a lot of different franchise concepts. But one of the things they said to me was, look, we really would like to sell master franchises and sell territories. And I love that idea because now we can work with groups of people to develop the concept. And then we have groups of people that are working with us. And what's amazing about master franchising is whoever buys in that territory actually has a chance to earn some of the franchise fees and some of the residuals. So it's really quite cool. So we're going to be doing I would imagine mostly that. We're going to be doing some individuals, of course. We're also going to be potentially doing corporate stores. You got to see, it's going to be a pretty heavy workload in the next several months, as you can imagine.
Sure.
That we're really excited for. So I think we're going to be doing it all. And definitely, if anyone's interested, they need to reach out because it's honestly, it's a fun concept, and we love doing it all the time. So.
And how many, like in the next 1 to 3 years, how many do you think you would want to sell and or have opened?
So I mean, we're really down. They're helping us build a team, and really that's the beauty of it is we're going to have a team to do this. It's not just going to be me and my wife, and it's really going to be a team that they're putting together, and their experience is just incredible to get behind us.
Is it going to be nationwide, or are you going to start in the Southeast?
No, they want to go nationwide. They want to go nationwide. Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so so you have the morning thing and then all through the day. What's the peak time? Like when do you have the...
Yeah, the reason, I said we're going to be looking at our hours. We do some corporate business in the morning, but we really, really peak in the evening and the night. People love, I mean, it's turned into a dessert experience. And you've been on our Instagram. We have some outrageous, just crazy fun things. And that's just not the typical thing you can get anywhere else. So people come, especially in the evening for dessert, and they bring their family, their friends. So that's really when we peak.
So, we eat at Chipotle a lot.
Uh-huh.
we're a big Chipotle family. And my boys, now that they found Yonutz, I'm allowed to go to the Chipotle on 136 because then we go, you know, right to you next. And I can't even, I bring mine home because I don't know how they could eat Chipotle and then have that right away. So I get mine, but I bring it home.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect.
To eat it a little bit later, but it's much fun. So much fun.
They go back. I think one of the cool things we're looking at too is some of the concepts that are going to be like opening later and staying open later, because I think to me that's so intriguing. The whole dessert thing is just a lot of fun, and dessert is growing.
And we met because of the South Florida Independent Retailers Awards, and then we chatted about you coming to our center near Nova University, because we believe that having this place near the college campus, like right across the street where they could walk to, you would definitely want to open later for those guys.
Definitely. Right? And by the way, we love that location. That has been on the table ever since, and who knows? I heard you make a great landlord.
I do.
That's awesome.
Just ask any of my tenants, most of them.
Yes.
And someone wrote, oh, how exciting, Mr. Wonderful. But it's not Mr. Wonderful. Kevin Harrington is one of the original Sharks. He's not on it now. But look up his picture. It's not Kevin, the other Kevin O'Leary. It's Kevin Harrington.
So what was exciting, Beth, is he's the founder, and I didn't know this. I didn't know this actually when I was approached. But
as seen on TV.
Yes, the founder. I was like, what? It's amazing.
Right. The Ginsu knife guy.
Yes.
But when I first brought him up as a keynote speaker, my co-chair, Hugh Chen, was like, well, who is this guy? I'm like, how do you not know the Ginsu knife as seen on TV guy, right? I said he would be such a great keynote speaker for our businesses in the audience, right?
Amazing. He is amazing. Yeah. I mean, really, really. It was so funny because the way it all happened was, and I'll share the story one day, but it was just kind of like this whole divine thing, and how this person led to this person, led to this person. Somewhere I wasn't even supposed to be, where I met the person who introduced us. And so it was just to their company. It was just you couldn't have scripted it better. So it's so cool.
Well, those are the best stories, right?
Yes, you got that right.
Okay, so best selling item now, as of like pre-COVID, I'm thinking pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID, by far the smashed donut. People come in and
So I know you can't show it. Can you explain it?
Yeah, I'll show you. Know what I'll do? I'll bring the menu. Hold on one second.
Okay. Are you guys loving this? Is this awesome? Tony's great. Yonutz. When you come to South Florida, you got to visit Yonutz until he brings a Yonutz near you.
All right. So the smashed donut, basically, we take, like I said, we take a donut, we cut it in half, we put a scoop of ice cream, we hot press it, put a bunch of toppings on it. They look like this when we're done.
Delicious.
And that Nutella Crunch is by far the best seller, and it is really amazing.
Crunch. All right,
yes,
Nutella Crunch. I haven't tried the Nutella Crunch. I've obviously got to try that.
We call that the gateway drug.
Well, my sister, who loves to follow trends, she'll be the first to try it, because she likes to do what everyone else is doing. Actually, she creates trends and then people follow her. So
yes,
and I know you're watching. Okay, so as I shared with you, a lot of the people watching are my what I call my leasing peeps. Okay, yes. Leasing agents around the country, and I have a question for you, and this is for my audience. Okay. Have you ever heard of the word canvassing, and do you know what it means?
I do know what canvassing means. Very familiar with that word.
So how do you know what it means?
So I heard that term years ago, and I would ask people, well, what are you doing? Well, we're canvassing. Well, what the heck does that mean? And so, prospecting, whatever, but yeah, very familiar with the term.
Okay, so if you were in the store and a leasing agent walked in and it wasn't at the peak time, right? Mm-hmm. And they had a flyer and they said, hi, we have shopping centers and we're looking for great tenants. What a great concept. Would you be interested in opening another location? how would you feel about that experience as long as it wasn't in a peak time?
I mean, I love when people come in. I really do. And I say that sincerely because, you know, we're always looking for opportunities. We're always looking to expand. And I don't believe I've ever had a time when somebody walked in and I didn't actually take out a few minutes and just talk to them. Hey, what do you have to offer? Where are you at? So because, you know, listen, for me, I got to tell you, life happens through conversation and you never know what's going to happen from one conversation. So I love those.
How long has the store been open?
So we have been here for a little over 2 years.
How many people have canvassed you in the leasing community in South Florida ballpark?
Oh, wow.
Like 1, 10, 50?
Oh, no. It's been over 30 people for sure. Yeah, we've been canvassed, and not just from here. So this is a really unique location because you get a lot of, you know, we're by Sawgrass, we're by the BB&T, so we get a lot of the tourists, you know, the people. So sometimes people from other territories and regions. So it's pretty neat.
So let me ask you this: of the 30 people that have canvassed you, how many people of the 30 came after you won at the South Florida Independent Retailer?
29. No, it was really amazing. This is the coolest thing. So after we did your event, which by the way, listen, I'm gonna say it online because, and I told you this before, and I mean this sincerely. So your event, I remember waking up. I said, I am so busy. Like it is a busy day. We have so much going on, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to this event. And what was neat was I actually got a call from Yonutz, which was really cool because I had just met him. I had a really cool run-in with him. He's like, I'm your ambassador for this event. I said, okay, that's good. At least a familiar face, somebody I knew. I went to that event, and I think I told you after. I mean, I just loved it. There was so much to gain from it. There were so many people that were so good to meet. The resources were amazing. The guest speakers were amazing. And I'm telling you, I go to those events, and I try to get out the back door as soon as I can. And it was a lot of fun and a very good experience and a lot to learn. So I really enjoyed it.
So you're going to be back this year?
Oh, 100%.
And so do you know this? We're going to go off topic for a second. Prior winners get the opportunity to be in the Shark Tank with the 3 landlords.
Oh, yeah. That was actually one of my favorite parts.
So if you're interested, you could be the Shark Tank person doing the Shark Tank experience with the 3 landlords. Do you want to do that?
That's fun. Yeah, I'd love to do that. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Well, I have to check with my co-chair, Hugh Chen, but if he agrees, you're it.
Awesome. Amen.
Okay.
That
awesome.
sounds fun.
All right. So let's continue. Biggest lesson learned from COVID?
Okay. So to me, I want to say it was a lesson reminder. And this is what I would say. So it's really easy to feel beaten down and beat and defeated. It really is. And in business, I got to tell you, the last 2 years, even with Yonutz, I mean, as much as you don't understand, but I know this business like nothing else in life. And I got beat and beat and beat. And we took so many beatings just getting to where we're at. But the amazing thing was during COVID, you know, our lesson throughout the 2 years was we keep going, we keep pushing through. And for COVID, you know, when they talked about shutdowns, it was overwhelming. It was very overwhelming. And what happened was, I remember just saying, we have to keep moving forward. We have to, no matter what. And so we just kept going and kept going. So it was really a reminder, because more than any time that I've ever experienced in my business history, you know, and I went through the GM bankruptcy. So that was very difficult as well. It was my only location in Detroit at the time. So going through that was kind of the same thing where we just had to push through it. So this was reminiscent of that. And the reminder was, you know, you just have to get up and you got to keep fighting no matter what. And what was amazing was, we did end up creating a product that hit really, really well during this whole thing. So that was awesome. And it was
tell us about the product.
Awesome. So we came up with what we called the Yonutz. We called it the a Boredom Relief Kit. So it's a mini donut decorating kit. And what's awesome is we said, you know, how can we make this super fun for our guests and for our customers? And so we started putting together all sorts of toppings. So you have graham crackers, sprinkles, Fruity Pebbles, Oreos, marshmallows, and you get all this literally in your package, chocolate and vanilla icing.
Wow.
And you get 25 of these donuts. They're mini donuts. And what's really cool is they're super easy to decorate. I had a lady come in fact, she said, well, can my 5-year-old do it? I said, your 2-year-old could probably do this. It's not going to be that difficult. But what's awesome is all we do is you just spread the icing on the donut.
Oh my
like
God,
this.
you're making me hungry, Tony.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes. And then you take your sprinkles or your Fruity Pebbles and you just dip them in the cup like this. And then there you have your sprinkled donut. So
that
this,
is awesome.
And I'll tell you, the funny thing was, you know, the first thing we do when we come up with a product is we put it on our Instagram, we put it on our Facebook, and our Instagram's well followed and it's a lot of fun. But what was awesome was a couple of days later, I said, let me go out to some Facebook groups and share this. Every group I went to, it had already been shared by all these people. Oh, this is so fun. It's so cool. So it's been a huge hit.
How much is it? How much is it?
So we have a special price during this quarantine. It's $19.95, and you get all that for $19.95.
That's great. And how do they order it? Do they come in and knock on the door? Do they go online? Do they call? How do they get it?
Yeah, so Yonutz.com, you can order it right there. It's pretty awesome, and you can even choose a pickup time. Some people have asked if we have curbside, and we do. All you need to do is show up at your scheduled delivery or your pickup time and call us. We'll bring it right out to you. So we make it really easy.
And if someone wanted it in another state, is that possible or no?
You know, we're looking right now into the shipping of it. We haven't done it yet, so okay. I'll let everyone know, and you'll see it on our Instagram.
What a great, you know, I have a homeschool activity too. I'm going to share with you now if you have to do this. But that's a great homeschool activity. It's the art project, right?
Oh,
it's
yes.
It's art for school. So I have a homeschool project. You can't see the words, but I'm going to read them to you. So it's called Congress Help Small Business Now.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
And so Hugh Chen, who you know is the co-chair of South Florida Independent Retailers Awards, he started this 5 weeks ago with a goal to get 1 million pictures posted. And we have only been able to do 783 pictures. I've been waiting to find a celebrity to post the picture so that we could get to the 1 million, because we have now a collage, a huge collage with, like I said, 783 pictures that we send to Marco Rubio, you know, who's the Small Business Congress guy. And we've been interviewed on NBC6. I mean, we've been pushing. And so what I'm challenging you, Tony, is maybe you can make a sign in donuts.
Okay. All right.
Or something creative,
sure.
Maybe with sprinkles, and take a picture of yourself so you can be added to our collage.
Awesome. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
because
you got it.
We need to spread the word to help our small businesses.
You know, I'm so glad you're saying that. I'll tell you, for me, the hardest thing right now is really, as a small business, you know, I feel like we're getting squeezed from every direction, and that's why we've stayed open, we've pushed, and it's been hard, you know, it's been really, really hard because it's us, and we're doing everything we can, and we're putting in the hours right now, and I feel like it's been so hard for us to get any kind of support. And we've heard about the big businesses that are getting the funding and everything, and we're waiting. And so it's been a challenge, and I'm hoping that we can keep pushing and we keep getting everyone's support so we can get through, you know, and find the other side, because it's been a challenge for all small businesses.
Of course.
Yeah.
So, and this is why I'm doing this show, because I believe that I did it with one of my tenants 2 weeks ago. Then last week I did 2. Today I have 3. And I have
awesome.
Now a bunch of people saying, I want to be on the show, all small businesses.
Cool.
So we can get the word out. Hey, and then I'm encouraging my leasing peeps around the country. So a young lady in Tampa this morning started her small business Saturday series. So if we can do it all around the country, we'll be promoting the small businesses.
Yes, it's awesome. It's great. Yeah, thank you so much, because it's like I said, it's been difficult, and we just got to keep fighting. And that was the lesson, was just you got to push through and find ways to win all the time.
You know, my dad, who's not with us anymore, when I first learned to drive, he said, he said, I have one really important thing to tell you. When you are in the middle of a pouring down thunderstorm, do not pull over to the side of the road. You keep driving and drive through it, because the people that pull over on the side of the road, you could be under a terrible cloud for a long time. If you keep driving, you will drive yourself out of the thunderstorm.
Yes.
And that's the lesson with what all of us are going through,
yes.
right?
Yes.
We have to keep moving and take action and be creative and think of other ways like this, like I'm doing. This is not what a leasing agent and a shopping center, but I'm trying to help you guys so that then a year from now, when I have a vacancy and I pick up the phone, I think you're going to take my call.
That's right. That's right.
Right? So,
that's right. Absolutely.
Okay. A couple more questions. Maybe just one more. So is there anything else you would like to add before I ask you the last question?
No, I think you did a great job. You've asked all the right questions, and and we've gotten to share everything, and so it's perfect.
Okay, so the last question is this: you can't say Yonutz. The answer cannot be Yonutz. Okay, you ready? All right. When the quarantine is lifted,
yes,
what's the first business you're going to run to give them your money?
My hair salon.
Trust me. Yes. Trust me.
Yes, I think that should be an essential business.
Absolutely.
It is in my world.
I mean, hair salon, nail salon, and massage, and then Yonutz.
Yes, that's it. That's it.
Someone said, what is the name of the machine that you use in videos? Oh, maybe that's for you. Do you do something with your videos that's unique?
Well, we use our smash donut machines and our ice cream machines. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I want to share with you. Someone said they loved your quote. I can't see the comment now. They said they loved your quote that life is a bunch of conversations, or that quote that you
Life
used.
happens through conversations. Yeah. Yeah. I learned that a while ago. It's just that anytime I got stuck in life, what I would do, Beth, is I would go and just sit and talk to people that I trusted, and I would pose my problem, my issue, or my challenge. What would you do? And I would just ask them questions. And honestly, that's how I've gotten through almost every challenge I've ever had in life. Because in here it don't work too well.
Well, you're talking with yourself. You're not going to get any new ideas, right?
Yes, I've never beat myself in an argument.
Tony, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank
you so much for being on Small Business Saturday Series, and I wish you all the luck in the world in the new franchising. And I'm going to let you know about the Shark Tank, about you being in the Shark Tank at the event.
That'll be awesome. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.